All right, good stuff. Moving along. Next question here, Corey. I think early in the show, but I think it's time to fire up the cameras. Not only fire up the cameras, but fire up that generator. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Sound of energy.
It's the sound of my childhood.
Yeah. The wheels in our head turning. It is generating discussion sparked by Cummins. I've deemed this to be the best question of the bag, at least thus far. We'll see if somebody can topple it over, but we're going to roll with this one for right now. Follow the good folks over at Cummins on Instagram at Cummins Lifestyle. Again, they got this ongoing project that's going to culminate, we think, in an event that's going to involve Florida State, maybe playing football in the Midwest somewhere. So follow along with them. Best question gets entered into a monthly drawing for a Cummins swag bag. And at the end of the year, all the weekly winners, Nole fan class of 2007 or Nole for life, the guy from last week, he's going to be in it. They'll win either a portable generator, Corey, or a portable power station. Like
that's
retail
crazy.
value of over $600.
Yeah, incredible. I know. That's expensive stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of expensive, NIL. It's not what this has to deal with, but this one just kind of grinded my gears, Corey. Our guy in Birmingham, Beham FSU, says that crazy talk here. Absolutely. But with a lot of buzz surrounding this year's offense being better than 2023's, in hindsight, did Jordan play as good as we thought? Did he have too much control, too much freedom? Looking back at some of these games, there were a lot of disjointed moments. He showed frustration. Many of us armchair quarterbacks asking him to spread the ball around more. Listen, if we're comparing quarterbacks to 2013 Jameis Winston, no one is ever going to be that awesome, that in control, that effective. But man, Jordan was very efficient, very effective. Yeah, there were some disjointed moments, but so did Michael Penix. So did Bo Nix. So did whoever, J.J. McCarthy. No quarterback out in college football is going 25 and 28 and just looking like an absolute machine every single week. And listen, we talk about them struggling, quote unquote, in the latter parts of the season. That's when everybody was really banged up. I mean, other than that, they were scoring 30 points every single week. They might have bigger plays. The big play might be part of the offense in terms of deep downfield shots. There is no part of me that thinks in any way this offense is going to be better overall, more efficient, more effective than last year's offense. I can't do it, Corey.
Yeah, I can't do it right now either. Going to the heart of the Jordan Travis part of the question, though, about him not being as good, I don't think people were judging him necessarily against Winston 2013, but maybe against end of 2022 Jordan Travis. He made bigger plays. He made more spectacular plays. He was unbelievable against Oklahoma and even more unbelievable against Florida. He didn't quite have those magical moments he didn't have as many magical moments in 2023, but he had 2 interceptions the whole season. That's the height of efficiency. They were always ending possessions with kicks, extra points, field goals, or punts, but that's the goal. More extra points than anything else, obviously. But I thought Jordan Travis was very, very good all of last season. Maybe not quite the level that he was at the end of 22, but I mean, when you think about that LSU game, he was unbelievable. And there weren't many games after that where he had his full complement of a healthy Keon and a healthy Johnny and a healthy Jaheim. So he was kind of mixing and matching a little bit. I think, again, I've said this answer before. I think this offense can be better than the November 2023 offense. It cannot be better than the offense that we saw in September when it was operating at full capacity, I don't think. But we didn't see that offense that much. So in regards to that, in relation to that, I do think this offense will hit more shots downfield. It'll take more shots downfield. And quite frankly, it absolutely has to have a better running game, and I think it will. Just from what we've seen so far in spring practice, I think it'll have a better running game. Jordan Travis didn't get the benefit of that in 2023. That made him and the offense look a little more pedestrian the second half of the season. But overall, they won every game. He was certainly good enough to win every game. He was a very, very good college football player. I don't think you're going to be as good at quarterback, but maybe the offense can be similar because we never got the full weaponry of the 2023 offense except for a few games.
It wasn't that long ago this season, but I don't know if I can be at a place where I can look back at it and be like, well, you know what? Maybe he felt the pressure of keeping this thing undefeated and chasing a national championship, and he never
There
wanted
was a lot of frustration, though. I do remember that. Like, he was clearly frustrated a lot in the middle of the season, right? Don't you remember that?
like the Duke game, the Miami game. Yeah, but that what? So I mean, DJ, I think just has a cooler disposition to him. I don't think he'll show that kind of frustration in a game, but I think he'll give you frustrating moments as a fan. Just again, I mean, he's a guy that his career, he's completed like 58% of his passes. Like Jordan, it was like in the mid 60s. That's considerably more over.
And I think this past year he was over 70. No, and I wasn't saying that I wasn't saying anything about DJ being calmer, so that's better. I'm just saying that Jordan showing that frustration illustrates that it wasn't perfect all the time in 23. There were some lumps that they took on offense where they didn't perform at the way that they wanted to or expected to. Hence the frustration he showed during those games. But yeah, man, Jordan was one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the country. Certainly one of the most efficient in Florida State history. And there is a chance. I hope this doesn't happen. There is a chance that by midway through 2024, you will really be remembering fondly how Jordan Travis made this offense look and how easy sometimes he made it look and how comfortable he was in it. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope DJ finds it, hits his stride early, and stays there the whole time. But the last 2 years, Jordan Travis made this offense run really well.
I guess we are leaving the door open, though, because we're giving the possibility of a deep downfield passing game being more effective. We think the running game will be a little bit better. So by virtue of those two things, I guess that leaves the door open. But I am of the cynic take that I don't know if that's going to show itself week in and week out. It might be more up and down kind of performance out of those two things, because I just think his familiarity, there's no way you can say that a quarterback who got you into the correct play 90% of the time, there won't be some kind of detriment with his absence.
That's a great point. That is the point, by the way, is Alex Atkins, offensive coordinator, said that before spring practice started, that Jordan Travis got them in the right play 90% of the time. That is so much of what being a quarterback is about, the decision-making, pre-snap and post-snap, the decision-making, and not many people, if any, did it better than him. So again, to answer the question, yes, I think he played very, very well in 2023. It's not all about hitting the home runs down the middle of the field. It's about keeping the ball, keeping possession, and going and winning games. And to that end, nobody did it better in the country. He was so good that they didn't get to play in the playoff because he wasn't available. So just always remember that.
All right. You like the Cummins swag, everybody? Check it out.
Man, this shirt, I don't know how I think it looks good, but I think everything looks good on me. But it's really comfortable.
It is.
I love this material, man. This is really comfortable. But y'all don't, I hope y'all care about that. Y'all should care about that. Get you some.
That's your Cummins lifestyle, everybody. Comfortable fabrics, breathable, lightweight, very flattering cuts. Follow them on Instagram, Cummins Lifestyle. They're Florida State fans helping support this. All right, we got a long show. Let's get back to it.
Check out the mobile power solutions from Cummins, a global power technology leader. Own-in portable generators are versatile portable generators for your everyday or on-the-go power requirements. Choose a model to power your lifestyle, from working on a DIY construction project, tailgating from your pickup truck, or powering your critical home appliances during Florida hurricane season and power outages. Cummins offers own-in portable generators from 2,500 to 9,500 watts. Use promo code TAILGATE, that's TAILG, numeral 8, for a 10% discount on a P2500i at shop.cummins.com. The P2500i can power you for 10 hours on only 1 gallon of fuel, and its double insulated housing keeps you humming at a peaceful 52 decibels. Get it again for 10% off using the promo code TAILGATE at shop.cummins.com.